They were very impressive tonight, weren't they, Kelley?
Yes, they were, as they were last week as well. But I would say, we are going to talk about
trying to not get hate from the Barcelona.
No, Barcelona was excellent, right? Their excellence played out. Roma held them to, it was 1-0 going into halftime, and Barcelona ends up scoring 3 goals in the second half. And that just shows that even though Roma did put up a good effort defensively to try to keep the ball out of the back of the net, it just comes to a point where you cannot deny Barcelona they are that good.
Yeah, I think it's one of those teams that, looking into how they play, it feels almost inevitable that they're going to get 1, 2, 3. And sadly for Roma, they were on the other end of this today.
Barcelona have now won 9 straight matches to start their season in all competitions. 7 of those were a clean sheet, and they've outscored opponents 48-2. Absolutely incredible. We're taking a look now at their league phase. They obviously beat Bayern Munich last week, beat Roma this week, and they've got Leuven, Chelsea, Benfica, and Paris FC. We did speak about Eva Payol before in pre-match, talking about her injury and do we need to worry, but it seems to look that they've got enough depth to score 4 goals, don't they?
A lot of depth. And I mean, we could even say if Eva Payol is in the team, it could have been 6, 7, 8. No one gets it. the youngins don't get it. The youngins don't get it. Come on.
Wait, I think I just
don't get it.
Is this a social media thing?
Yeah.
6, 7?
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
It's okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Kelley's down with the kids.
I know what's up. When you said that, I was like,
I know.
My face?
I got blank stares over here at the desk. But no, I think that just shows that even if Eva Payol was healthy, maybe it's literally 6 or 7 goals that could have been scored in this team. But I think even looking at their schedule and who they're playing, the only one that I maybe have concerns for is Chelsea. Yeah. After that match today, showing that they're also dynamic, they're finally putting away all of them, as many chances as they're creating. They should be scoring more. But they also have the up on Chelsea, just looking at the history of how they've played against this team in Champions League. I mean, on aggregate, last year, they beat them 8-2.
We don't have to bring up last year.
8-2.
This is a new year.
If I'm on Chelsea, I'm bringing that up from last year to not let it happen again.
Based on how they performed today, they play Barcelona match day 4. They have a few more games to continue building their team. I think it's going to be a pretty even matchup.
Yeah.
Do you think it's likely that they come out of the match day 6 with 18 points?
Barcelona?
If you look at their schedule, they've got Leuven.
I don't want to say yes, but
they've got Leuven, Benfica, Paris FC, and then you said Chelsea, which could be where they maybe drop points. But I think those other 3 games, they're likely to get those.
I think they concede one.
Pardon?
Maybe they concede a goal
against Chelsea.
I don't think it affects their points.
Yeah, but do they?
I would like to make the point that Chelsea scored 4 goals today, and Barcelona scored 4 goals today. So. It's basically the same, right?
But Barcelona scored 7 last week, and Chelsea.
You're back on Barca's bad side.
You're only as good as your last performance, all right? Okay.
That's actually a very valid point.
Yeah, that is true. But then if you look at their schedule, it's not the hardest. That I think Bayern Munich have got a much harder schedule than Barcelona they do. They've kind of been given quite an easy hand.
Yeah, I agree. I think Barcelona, they get 16 or 18 out of the total points. If they're going to get a draw, it's going to be against Chelsea. I think it's going to be a very difficult matchup, but the other games are, I think, easy sweeps for them.
Yeah, I think that they're going to come out with the full 18. I don't think there's any stopping this team in the way that they're playing right now. And then if Eva Payol comes back...
Kelley's not happy about that.
Sorry, Kel.
No, I'm just, I'm not going to give them the full 18. We'll say, I think they'll definitely get 15, and then we'll figure out what happens to the last 3.
So it just depends on that Chelsea game.